pain and a lifetime of needing to be helped to the toilet, torture is not, in fact, what causes me to spill the secret sauce here.
Then what does? Because I'm not flirting or seducing you.
You'll have to do nothing of the sort, my apple-bottomed goddess. All that's required is for you to answer a few simple questions.
Fine.
Do you remember the day we went to that little seaside village?
Yes, John, I do remember that day.
And we danced as the sun went down. Your mother was such a great dancer. Do you still dance, Dee Dee?
Dee Dee?
You are on thin ice, John.
Just go with me, Dee Dee.
Yes, Dee Dee, go with him.
So you remember the village, and do you remember what you told me on the beach?
I believe I said it was the greatest day of my life.
Good memory. And do you also remember saying you loved me?
Yes, I remember saying that, and I remember you telling me you knew I would say it, and then I remember you knowing that the waiter was going to spill your wine.
He's been doing the spill predicting bit for that long?
People spill wine a lot. Enough. I'm driving the conversation here because that's exactly what happens. I drive the conversation.
Fine, drive.
So you admit that you remember the I love you, John Fate part.
What do you want me to say? I loved you once, and then I didn't.
Now we're getting somewhere. You loved me, and then you didn't. But how could that happen? How could love just go away?
You're a fate. You should know it happens all the time.
I'm not asking you if it happens. I'm asking you how.
Well, I don't know.
So if you don't know, if love can just disappear like that for no explainable reason that even a goddess can comprehend, then it's not reliable, which can only mean that the love you think you feel for Schlub cannot be trusted.
I suppose it can't.
That's what I wanted to hear you say. Schlub dies at sunrise. He's partying on a pontoon boat and he falls, gets tangled in a fishing net and drowns. But you can't change that.
Falls off a boat and drowns, but that would mean he gets out of his room. Let's go. Mom, are you coming?
Your mother has something pretty heavy to think about. Real insightful stuff.
I was playing you idiot.
Okay, if you say so.
Ah, hello, friend. Would that I could, but I've made a promise to stay. Then again, what's a life where I'm not free to follow butterflies?
Am I torn apart by a big animal? Little animal? Oh, wait, little animals.
These are a little specific, don't you think?
I have my methods. Am I gonna trip on a sword, but not fall into it, and instead fall on a poison snake? But am I on the right track? Is it one of those super complicated deaths, or one of those mislead deaths? Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
How many more questions do you have?
15? Oh no, Slub!
What was that explosion?
That stupid fate medallion!
We killed Dad!
No, you didn't.
You don't know. You weren't here.
No, he doesn't die in an explosion.
That's good news!
He drowns. He's partying on a pontoon boat and drowns.
Well, that's good news.
We gotta get to the harbor.
Well, look who's not here.
You said he was on a pontoon boat. This is the only pontoon boat there is.
On the water, sure.
Schlub!
Family! Dear Lord!
So, Deliria, will you marry me? If you just fly over there, everybody dies. It's actually pretty spectacular if you want to give it a try. I mean, you don't.
He said he drowned, but clearly he's impaled.
Yeah, he's impaled now. But as he loses his strength, his head sinks into that bucket, and that's what ends up getting him.
He's not dead yet?
No, but you don't make it in time.
Come on, what are we missing?
If we're missing it, it's fate that we're missing it. He knows everything, and it's all predetermined.
But what if we knew what was predetermined as it was being determined? Then we could determine a new path, one where Dad lives.
To do that, we'd have to be a fate.
There has to be some kind of loophole here.
There's no loophole, I assure you.
I can't believe it. I can't believe this is how I lose him.
Wait a minute, what was that earlier about sneezes?
That the third one is annoying? He's not wrong.
No, that they're unpredictable.
Right! And I know something else about sneezes. If you don't close your eyes when you sneeze, they pop out.
That's not just a myth.
It is not a myth. And don't ask me how I know unless you want to get into a whole thing about medical ethics, which I don't.
I'm not asking.
You shot me a look. Mom, can you rustle up some pepper? It makes people sneeze.
You know a lot about sneezing.
I did a deep dive. And thank God I did! Mom, pepper!
Here.
The loss of blood is what makes him lose consciousness, but it's really the water in the lungs that...
Got him.
That's not what's supposed to happen. You exploited the sneeze.
Almost like fate can be changed.
Argus eyes out, fate eyes in.
Wait, what?
Is it working?
I see what I'm going to do, which means we can do something else. Mum, take us that way. No, not a raptor. The raptor crashes.
Type, what are you seeing?
We get stuck in the marketplace. Split up and take the alleys. Mum, no fly.
I have to do this on foot, like an animal.
And this is gonna work.
We just know the fated way doesn't, so we have to do things exactly the way we don't. Let's go. Stu, right. It's working. Our fates are changing.
So do we save Dad?
Not yet. We need to keep changing our fate until we do. Hippo, take the alleys and send up those stairs. And Stu, get to the rooftop.
We're running out of time here!
I'm shuffling fates as fast as I can. Hang on, Dad.
Time? No!
We did it. He survives.
Not today!
What the?
Oh, thank you. I'm so lucky you were all here.
We were meant to be.
Aha! Leading me into a pet shop, just as I knew you would.
Dude, we know you don't have your eyes.
You think I need my eyes to see fate? That reminds me. Sorry about stepping on your foot.
There are a lot of reasons I'm glad this guy isn't gonna be our stepdad.
You don't say. Here are your eyes back.
So, John Fate, for the first time in your life, you can't say you knew that would happen.
Are you kidding? I knew it would play out just like this.
What? Then why did you say it wouldn't?
I had to try because I was fated to try. And I knew I would fail, but I also knew I would convince myself that I wouldn't fail, which I knew wouldn't work. But in addition, I knew that I would ignore the voice in my head saying, John, don't, which I knew would ultimately be my undoing.
You're actually pathetic.
You think I don't know that?
I don't think it's pathetic at all. I think you're a true romantic. But if you ever try to woo my wife again, I'll cut you to ribbons.
I know, and it hurts like hell.
Where have you been?
Nowhere, just out.
It was rhetorical. We know you were trying to get back with her.
So what if I was?
Man, you gotta cut this off. It's never gonna work out between you two.
I can hope.
I wasn't stating an opinion. You die alone. He dies alone.
Yeah, the middle part's nothing special either. The best is already over, to be honest.
Just stay out of it, okay?
You're gonna have a lot of other relationships in your life fail.
Yeah! Thank you. I'll be in my room.
He's always been like this.
And always will be.
Guess we just drink it ourselves.
He dies alone.